Alright, so we're going to look at graphing hyperbolas. I'll have several examples. I'll try to hit all the different scenarios you'll come across, but each example will have its own video, so check them out. Alright, so let's get started. It says the standard form for the equation of a hyperbola with center at the origin is x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared equals 1, or y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equals 1. The vertices are a units from the center, and the foci are c units from the center. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about this a little bit more. Alright, so what they mean, whatever a is, whether the a is under the x term or a is under the y term, that's how many units the vertices are from the center. Okay, and same thing here. Notice here the a is under the y, so a is how far we go up and down from the center. When it's under the x, it's how far we go left and right. Alright, so if we got x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared, notice the x term is before the y term, then that hyperbola is going to open left and right. And if the y term is first and then you've got the x term, that hyperbola is going to open up and down. It's kind of easy to remember. Just think, if x is first, it's going along the x-axis. If the y term is first, it's going along the y-axis. The foci, that's these points here, and I know I don't have it written down, but the foci is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Okay, and the transverse axis, that's the line that goes through both foci points. Okay, and the foci is c units from the center of the hyperbola. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on an example graphing it. Alright, so here's example 1. We've got x squared over 16 minus y squared over 9. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to identify a and b. Well, we know this term here is a squared and this term here is b squared. So that tells us that a is equal to the square root of 16, which is 4, and b is the square root of 9, which is 3. Okay, and also, do we notice, or do we know which way the parabola is going to go? Is it going to go up and down or left and right? Well, we know it's going to go left and right because of the x term being first. So let's mark off a and b. So a is going to go left and right because it's under the x. B is going to go up and down. It's under the y. And so if we mark this off, let's see. A is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. B is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. I'm sorry, A. 4 units this way and 4 units this way. And then B is 3 units up and 3 units down. Okay? And so what we get here is this helps us draw our box. Okay? We're going to draw a box, and we'll do that with a dashed line. And this is how we're going to draw our asymptotes in for our hyperbola. Now, the reason that we're drawing all this in as a dotted line is because it's hidden. That means it's not part of the graph. Okay, this right here, we use this as a guide. Okay, all right, and then we draw our asymptotes, which we're connecting the diagonals of this box here. And so here's our asymptotes here. this. Okay. And then we know our hyperbola is going opening left and right, and so we just sketch it in. We sketch it in as it gets closer and closer to these asymptotes here. And there's the graph of your hyperbola. Okay. Well, now also we could get c, because we know c squared is a squared plus b squared. Well, here's a squared, here's b squared, and so c squared is equal to what? 16 plus 9, which is 25. So that means c is the square root of 25, which equals 5. So we could draw in our foci also, which that's going to be here and here. And I'm not going to do it on here, but you can label these points. Like for instance, this would be what? The point 0, -3. This one would be the point 0, 3. And then this would be what? Well, I guess I am going to do it, aren't I? There's 4, 0. There's -4, 0. And then this would be what? 5, 0. And this would be -5, 0. And you could label your points like that. Okay. And you could easily get the equation of these lines too. This right here would go back to find the equation of a line passing through these 2 points. Well, you know this point is what? This is the point 4, 3. This is the point what? -4, -3. Find your slope. Okay. Alright, so hope the video helped. Check out my other ones. Give me a like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.